This morning, U.S. lawmakers are at odds over additional funding to Israel. Tuesday, House Democrats blocked an emergency aid package that was approved last week. According to Reuters, Democrats say that package should include funding for Ukraine as well.
And here with us this morning is Corie Weathers, licensed professional counselor, military culture expert, and author of Military Culture Shift. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's, when you talk about the military in times like these, when, there are wars sparking up all across the world right now, in your experience, what does this mean to our military now, the culture that's happening right now?
Yeah, I think all of us have been moved to compassion in some way, watching war devastate in real time people's lives. And I know our military service members and families definitely feel that. But I think there's a lot of complex feelings too. We have brand new Gen Z families that maybe came in after the Afghanistan exit, have never experienced a deployment, and many of them are wondering what the next year is going to look like for their family. We have brand new service members that understandably want to have the opportunity to do what they've been trained to do. But then we also have some seasoned families who are still experiencing recovery from 2 decades of war, and they're burned out, and they're wondering if they can go into another global conflict. So I think there's a lot of complex emotions, but I also think we have an incredibly trained and capable force that will respond, and they'll go on our behalf regardless of the cost, which is why they're an incredible community to work with.
And really for everyday Americans too, we talk about the increased presence of social media in our lives, and now we're just seeing, countless images and videos of the horrors happening with the Israel-Hamas war. But it's not as simple as just putting down your phone and ignoring it, right? Talk to us about the impact that has.
Yeah, our whole society has changed. Everything is live streamed. War is live streamed, and I think it's not only a change in the American culture, but this is something that we address in the military culture as well. How do you turn off the news? How do you turn off the information? Because we're getting it from everywhere. And so sometimes it is about turning off our devices, walking away. But I think what we tell the military community all the time is it's really important to find ways to give back. You can get involved in charity. You can get involved in ways that help out where you can, and that's easier to do than ever. So yes, it's hard to turn off all of that information coming in, but it's also healthy to do that too.
And you talked about the young soldiers. We've been reporting on recruitment numbers being down. What's the issue with getting people to want to serve their country?
Yeah, in the last year, we've had a lot of conversation about whether the recruiting crisis is a Gen Z problem, is it a Department of Defense internal issue, is it the disconnect of the American people to the military, and I think there's partial truth to all of that. It's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to write this book, Military Culture Shift, because our American culture has shifted in its values. Patriotism just doesn't mean what it used to mean before. And so I really wanted to tell the story. I want to tell the story of how to heal the current military community.
Perfect.
Well, Corie, we appreciate you joining us and providing such great insight for our viewers this morning. We do have to take a quick break here on Spectrum News 1. Stay with us. We'll be right back.